Alright, so what is professional fantasy football? How does this whole thing work? As we stated in the first video, there's no limit to how many people can join the PFFL. We can take hundreds, thousands, even millions of teams someday. But we also said that it's traditional fantasy football. You play in a 12-team league just like you always have. So how do those two things work together? Well, the PFFL has two unique concepts that set us apart and make us different. The first is the organizational structure. We organize our leagues into what we call tiers. So the top tier, Tier 1, is just one league of 12 players. Tier 2 is 4 leagues of 12 players each. Right now we're working on filling out Tier 3, which will be 16 leagues of 12 players each. You get the idea. We can add Tier 4, Tier 5, Tier 6, etc. to support thousands, even millions of teams someday. Now the second big thing is league movement. When you join a league, let's say you join in Tier 3, you play your full season as you normally would, but at the end of the year, the first and second place teams from each league move up one tier. So if you're in Tier 3 and you win your league, or you take second place, you'll move up to Tier 2 for 2013. Of course, that means that the losers in Tier 2 move down into Tier 3. So over time, the best of the best from all of our leagues will eventually win their way up to the top until we've got an elite league at the top of truly professional fantasy football players. Now, of course, we'll talk about prizes a bit more in the next video, but here's the big key. The higher your tier, the bigger your prizes. So the more people we get in the PFFL and the higher you move up in the tier structure, the bigger your prizes until we get to the point of truly professional fantasy football players. People making enough money playing fantasy football to quit their jobs and play fantasy football for a living. Stay tuned for the next video, which will talk all about how the prizes work.